Alright, if two lines are parallel, then their slopes are the same. So they got the same slope. If we have two perpendicular, if their lines are perpendicular, their slopes are reciprocals and opposite. They're flipped and change the sign. Two lines that are perpendicular, their slopes are opposite and reciprocals. So, in other words, it says first you got to flip the fraction and change the sign. That's how you make a perpendicular line. So, find the slope of the line that is parallel to this. So your slope of the parallel line would equal 1/2. If we're talking perpendicular to 1/2, the slope of the perpendicular, you flip the fraction, so instead of 1/2 it's 2/1, and change the sign so it's positive, it becomes a negative. So now it says write an equation for a line that contains the point 5,1 and is parallel to 3/5 x minus 4, y equals. So remember, our slope is this. Our parallel slope is also 3/5. So our parallel slope is 3/5. Our point that we're going to go through is 5,1. And I want to put it into my y equals mx plus b. So I have y, and I look for my y, so my 1 is my y. I do the opposite, so it's -1 equals my slope of 3/5 parenthesis x, and I look for the x value, which is 5, so it's -5. Now I want it in slope-intercept form, so I distribute. So I have y minus 1 is equal to 3/5 x. 3/5, go in your calculator, go 3 divided by 5 times -5. So I get -3. Then I have to get rid of this. How do I get rid of the -1? I add 1. So I have y is equal to 3/5 x minus 2. Check out the two songs that are also on my website. It's the perpendicular and parallel songs that will help to get that up, to get that through your and remember to your memory. Alright. Alright, so we want to write an equation through the for the line that contains the point 3, 4 and is perpendicular to this. So again, my slope is 3/5. The perpendicular slope is flip the fraction, so 5/3, and change the sign so it's positive to negative. That's how you make a perpendicular line. So the perpendicular slope is -5/3, and your point that we're going through is 3/4. And you're going to put that into your equation. So you have your y, find your y value is 4, so it's -4, is equal to m, where m is -5/3, parenthesis x, and then our x value, so 3, so it's, this means opposite, so it's -3. Distribute So on this side I have y minus 4 is equal to negative 5/3 times x is negative 5/3 x. Negative times a negative is a positive. In your calculator, go 5 divided by 3 times 3. You get 5. How do I get rid of this? I add 5, or add 4. Sorry, thinking about that 5. So I have y equals, because that's gone, negative 5/3 x plus 9. Write an equation for the line that contains 2, negative 3 and is parallel to 4x minus 2y equals 6. You have to write it in slope-intercept form first before we can find the slope. So let's rewrite it. What is slope-intercept form? It is y equals mx plus b. So I need to get y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 4x to both sides. I get negative 2y is equal to a negative 4x plus 6. How do I get rid of the negative 2 by y? I have to divide, because this means multiply, so I divide. So that's gone, so I have y equals negative is a positive. 4 divided by 2 is 2x. And then 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. These two are the exact same equation. So my slope of this line is 2. My parallel line is also 2. So I have my parallel slope is 2. My point that I'm going to go through is 2, negative 3. And now I'm going to put it into that y minus y1 formula. So I have your y, and this is my y value. No, that's my y value because it's xy alphabetical. So we have negative 3, so it's a positive 3 is equal to my slope of 2 times x, and my value of x is 2, so minus 2. Then I have to distribute. So I distribute. So I have y plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 4. And I have to get rid of the 3, so I have to subtract 3. Always doing the opposite. So we have 2x minus 7. Alright, example 4. It says to write an equation for the line that passes through this that's perpendicular. So I have 5x plus 4y is equal to 12. To find my slope, I must put it into the y equals mx plus b form, my slope intersect form. I subtract 5x from both sides. So I have 4y is equal to negative 5x plus 12. I have to get rid of this 4, so I have to divide by 4. So y is equal to a negative 5/4 x plus 3. This is that's the same exact equation. So I have to take from here my slope. This is my slope. So my perpendicular slope is, flip the fraction. So instead of 5/4, it's 4/5. And change the sign, so negative to positive. So that's, then I have to find my point that I'm going through, which is my 10, -7. I'm going to put it into that equation. Y plus 7 is equal to my slope is 4/5, parentheses, x minus, and my x value. My x value is 10, so it's positive, so it's -10 down there. Distribute. Y plus 7 is equal to 4/5 x. 4/5 times, so 4 divided by 5 times -10. Is -8. How can I get rid of this plus 7? I have to subtract 7. So I have y is equal to 4/5 x minus 15. Alright, so now we're going to tell if these lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So we have the slope of 1/3 for this one, and this slope is -3. So if we flip this fraction, it's 3, and change positive to negative, so these are perpendicular lines. We have to first rewrite line 2 on this example 6. So the slope of line 1 is -1/3. The slope of line 2, we have 2x plus 6y is equal to 12. I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. So I have 6y is equal to a -2x plus 12. Divide by 6. So the slope of this one is a -2, but I need to reduce this because this isn't reduced any. So we have the slope is -1/3. So the slope is -1/3. We have the same slope, so it's parallel. And the last one. We have the slope of the first line is -3. The slope of the second one is 3. So if I flip this fraction, it's not the same, so we know it's not parallel. If I flip this fraction, 3 is 3/1. So flipping the fraction, it would have been perpendicular of this, would have been 1/3, and changed its sign so it's negative to positive. That's not what we have. We just have 3. So we know it's not perpendicular. So it's neither. Alright, hopefully that helps, and you can get the worksheets off my website also.